Hi, welcome to another video. It's a busy time of the year. It's a very busy time of the year when it comes to new fragrance releases. And in this video, I'll just be taking you through the latest list of new fragrance announcements that have just come through. And yeah, this is one of a couple of lists coming up in the next 2 weeks before December, right? So first up from the house of French Avenue, Nabatieh, right? I don't know what Nabatieh is, but I like the container, right? The container is just, yeah, something that would look good in your, perfume rack somewhere, right? So, notes here, a cardamom, cinnamon, almond, love those notes. Date, still loving it. Iris, vanilla, love. Tonka bean, cedar wood, smoky notes, and akikali wood, essentially oud, right? So it's a very spicy, sweet, vanilla-y, irisy, tonka bean, smoky type of fragrance, right? So you can see from the container that this thing packs a punch, right? Definitely looking forward to Nabatieh, right? Nabatieh, yeah, Nabatieh. I think that's how it's pronounced, right? So looking forward to this. French Avenue is cooking these days. They are really cooking, right? The next one from another brand that I'm very fond of, from the house of Bentley, right? Bentley makes great fragrances, right? So I have the Bentley for Men, the Bentley Intense, and yeah, I think those are the two I have at the moment, but I think I've ordered a couple, so I should be having more in my collection. So those are very good fragrances. For the price that you pay, the quality that you get is just unmatched, right? So Bentley become Zeneth, right? So Bentley become is a recently released line of fragrances, and this is the first flanker from that become line, right? So become Zenith, top notes, cardamom cocoa, violet leaf, and then the heart you've got leather, papyrus, sumatran patchouli, ambergris, sublimalide, right? So trademark molecule sublimalide and vanilla. So this is a very gentlemanly, sweet, very leathery and limelic and vanilla type of fragrance, right? So very gentleman, comes across as very gentlemanly, very posh type of fragrance. Even the presentation is quite very posh, very gentlemanly, right? Just like the cars they sell, which most of us can never afford, right? So yeah, so that's from the house of Bentley. And then two from the the royal house of Amouge, right? So a brand, a fragrance house I'm very fond of, that I used to walk past quite often while on my grocery shopping, and I never went in there to actually look what they're on about, right? But it was a time in my life when I didn't know better, right? So there's two from the Essences line, Amouge Essences line. There's Sequence and Remain, right? So Sequence, top notes here, lychee, raspberry, saffron, so sweet fruity up top, and then osmanthus, rose, tonka bean. So you've got the flowery aspect with the tonka bean to smooth things out in the mid, and then you've got amberwood, leather, and oud, right? So most Middle Eastern fragrances would have these notes. Would have the oud, they would have the saffron. Usually those go without saying, right? And then everything else in between will balance it out. So the notes breakdown I like, right? And then Amouge Essences Remain, bergamot, carrot at the top. I've never seen carrot in a note before, in a fragrance note lineup before, but yeah, it's always the first time for anything. So bergamot, carrot, and then so I think get carrot will probably give like an earthy type of vibe to it, fresh, earthy at the top. Then you've got jasmine, vanilla, ylang, so the flowery bits, floral in the mid, and then you've got the intense stuff, castoreum, frankincense, sandalwood in the base, right, for that Middle Eastern punch, right? So yeah, from the Amouge Essences line, Sequence and Remain, right? So I will say nothing about that naming, right? So from a line of fragrances that has set the pace and really trailblazed for many others, right? So this is from a long line of fragrances from the Dior Sauvage range, right? Now we have Sauvage Rare Blend, right? Sauvage Rare Blend, and the note breakdown here very simple: oud, vanilla, and labdanum. That's it. There you go, right? And yeah, the presentation looks very similar to Dior Sauvage Elixir. Yeah, very much Dior Sauvage Elixir look alike. But yeah, Rare Blend, right? From yeah, Rare Blend, right? The next one, another one from French Avenue, but it's a fragrance that we know and we've loved and we still continue to love. And this is a flanker of that, or rendition of that, right? So limited, liquid brown limited Extrait. So this is a more intense version of the original liquid brown, but yeah, it's released around this time. It's a limited edition. If you can get your hands on it, why not, right? So notes here: bergamot, cinnamon, orange blossom, elemi, vanilla, ambroxan, praline, gaiac wood, and musk, right? So very more or less the same notes as the original, right? So I didn't do the work, you know, to sort of dive deeper to sort of do a comparison, because this is just the fragrance announcement type of video, right? So, and then the next one from Louis Vuitton, Fantasmagory, right? Fantasmagory. So yeah, top notes are anise and ginger, middle of almond and floral notes, and vanilla and leather in the base, right? So one of those smooth, very florally, very you know, with a bit of an edge, leather, ginger, nice stuff, right? So nice stuff. Definitely one of those. If I could get my hands on it, I would definitely try it. For me, whenever I see florals, I'm a bit scared, but this one I probably do, due to probably the leather and the ginger, vanilla ginger, and that almond, right? So I think it probably leans more masculine than feminine, despite the presentation. The presentation just gives you a vibe that this might be a very feminine type of fragrance, but yeah, that's a story for another day, right? So yeah, I'll leave it there for now. Till the next time, please like, subscribe, keep an eye out for more videos, more fragrance release videos. A lot of fragrance houses have been releasing a lot of fragrances, so I'll be taking you through that in the next couple of weeks, along with some of my normal fragrance reviews of fragrances as I bring them into my collection. I tell you the experiences that I'm currently having with them, right? So yeah, with that said, over and out. Peace.